Rome didn't conquer the world by being noble. It learned, early, that victory often belongs to the side willing to break the rules for stand, write the history after. Before Rome meant marble and emperors, it was a hungry city of mud brick walls and terrified farmers, staring south toward the mountains where the Samnites moved like wolves through stone forests. Central Italy wasn't a nation. It was a knife fight in slow-motion Latin towns, Greek ports, Etruscan shadows, and hill tribes who knew every pass, every ambush point, every place a proud army could die, nameless. The Samnites weren't an empire. They were a federation of tough mountain peoples, hard to bribe, harder to intimidate, built for raids and sudden violence, worshipping old gods and older survival. Rome's politicians called it security. Merchants called it stability. But the real reason was simpler. Land, roads, tributaries. Rome wanted to breathe, and the Samnite highlands squeezed its throat. The first clashes begin like most wars. Due through allies, accusations, and requests for help that are really invitations to invade. Rome steps into the south and discovers something it hates. An enemy that doesn't fight on Rome's terms. In open ground, Roman discipline works. In broken hills and narrow valleys, it doesn't. The Samnites strike, vanish, and leave Rome chasing ghosts through ravines. Even when Rome claims victories, the price is ugly. Fields burn, villages change hands, and both sides learn that mercy is expensive and fear is cheap. Between wars, Italy doesn't cool down, it boils. Alliances fracture. Cities pick sides. The map becomes a living thing constantly redrawn by betrayal. Rome's so-called friends watch closely. If Rome can be checked, now is the time. If Rome can be broken, it will be broken in the mountains. The Second War detonates with a confidence Rome hasn't earned. Legions march into Samnite country, like they own it straight into terrain. Izorn, designed to humiliate the arrogant. Then comes the trap. A road enclosed by cliffs and timber walls. Exit sealed, panic, rising Caudine Forks. A name that still tastes like iron. Rome doesn't just lose a battle. It loses its dignity. The legions are forced into ritual shame. Forced to pass under a yoke like conquered animals. Their honor stripped in front of the world. Back in Rome, the story is spun, then sharpened. Some call the agreement invalid. Others call revenge a duty. Rome makes a decision that will define it forever. It will not accept humiliation as truth. From this moment, Rome begins to evolve into something colder. Not just a city that fights, but a system that learns, adapts, and punishes. The legions change, the manipular formation more flexible, more modular fits, broken terrain better, turning the Roman army into a creature that can bend without snapping. Rome also changes how it owns land. It plants colonies like nails. Each settlement is a fortress, a courtroom, a market hand, a silent threat. Roads appear like veins carved into Italy, not just for trade, but for speed so Rome can move men faster than panic can spread. Stone becomes strategy, and Rome does something the Samnites can't easily copy. It builds a network. Allies are bound by treaties, hostages, and promises that taste like chains. The Samnites fight back with everything they have: ambushes, scorched earth, surprise assaults. They know Rome's pride. They know Rome will chase a win even into a grave. War turns spiritual. Omens are red bows. Are made. When men can't control slaughter, they start bargaining with the gods for meaning. Rome's commanders learn to fight dirty without calling it that. They cut supplies. They punish defectors publicly. They reward betrayal privately. They turn rival tribes against each other and call it diplomacy. The Samnites' sound resists, and Rome doesn't just win. It makes an example. Because examples travel faster than armies. Eventually, exhaustion forces pauses, but not peace. Each ceasefire is just a breath before the next punch. Rome is studying. Rome is remembering. The Third War arrives like a final storm. The Samnites rally desperate coalitions, because they understand the truth now. If they lose, the mountains will no longer protect them. A greater war spreads across Italy. Rome faces not just Samnites, but a web of enemies who would rather die than live inside Rome's growing cage. At Sentinum, the battlefield becomes a slaughterhouse of standards and screams multiple armies colliding. Cavalry dust, blood in the grass. The kind of day that creates legends and widows in equal measure. Rome survives the chaos because it can replace losses. It can feed armies. It can keep coming. The Samnites fight like a people defending a soul, but logistics don't care about souls. After the great battles, Rome hunts down resistance like embers after a fire. Campaigns turn into punitive marshes, peace terms into slow suffocation. Samnite lands are taken, reorganized, stitched into Rome's system. The victory isn't just military, it's administrative Rome's most terrifying weapon. Rome rewrites the moral math of Italy. Loyalty becomes rewarded. Independence becomes punished. Neutrality becomes impossible. And the darkest lesson settles in. Rome didn't win because it was destined. Rome won because it learned how to turn fear into policy, and policy into empire. The Samnite Wars end, but their methods don't. They become Rome's blueprint used later against Greeks, Carthaginians, kings, and anyone unlucky enough to be next. So when you hear Rome praised as civilization's architect, remember the foundation stones. They weren't clean marble. They were laid in mountain blood where Rome learned to win dirty and call it order.